Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome back to Life Spice, the show that hopes to put a little spice in your life in a quick 30-minute video podcast. I'm here with Mari, and if you've noticed, we're missing a host right now, and because Wango is out gallivanting through Portugal. I'm sure he'd love to be here. All right.
Yeah, we're missing him, but we have to keep on going, and today we have a very special guest.
Yes, so our topic today is my favorite four-letter word that starts with F, and it's something we should have been talking about sooner in our season, but here it is, and we're talking about food. Yes.
Pinoy food.
Yes. By the way, what is your experience with Pinoy food, Mari?
You know, I know that it's a mixture of, Spanish, Chinese, and I've tried a lot of exotic food like balut and fish balls. I love fish balls. Balut, not that much, but I'm very excited because I think what we will try today, I haven't tried yet. So.
All right. That's right. You're in luck because today we have the food guy himself, food writer, food blogger, food everything. JJ Yulo.
Hey ladies. Thanks for having me over.
Thank you for coming, JJ.
It's my pleasure and an honor to be here, actually.
Thanks.
So, JJ, how did your passion start?
To be honest, it started with failure. I used to run a graphic and web design studio, and I really liked it. Actually, I did it for a couple of years, and then the only reason why I looked at food is because when it failed, that's when I said that I think I needed a break. So I went to culinary school, and from culinary school, it kind of snowballed into all these things that happened. When I got home, I was figuring out what to do and all that. So I started. Well, I was working on this project first. It didn't work out, and that's when I really said, "What am I going to do now?" And I said, maybe I should do something different. Not open a restaurant. I didn't have the money to open a restaurant. I still don't have the money to open a restaurant.
Do you want to open a restaurant?
Yeah, we'll see if something really good comes along. Yeah, I mean, I'm open to the idea, but not yet.
Okay.
But I said maybe we should do something like food tours, very out of the box.
So, what's Pinoy Eats World? Is it food tours?
Events?
Pinoy Eats World is more of an events. Right now, it's really a special events company, including the tours, including the food bazaars we do, like in the podium. We've been doing that for like maybe almost 3 years now. We've done several food bazaars, all curated. So I know curated is such a hot word these days, but it is. It's really something like we choose people that we respect, that whose products we like and all that. So it's small, it's very tight, but all the booths are pretty much guaranteed to have good quality products.
Do these events come with a theme? I've kind of noticed that.
Yes, they do. We started off doing themes like what did we do before? Oh, we had like the Mooncake Festival, like Asian, and then I mean more Chinese actually.
It's not only Filipino.
No, not just Filipino. We've done also, our most successful one actually was called Manly Eats. So that was more like, it was very easy because it was like who can we get here to sell things that appeal to a guy's appetite. So very
hearty, big meals.
Yeah, big meals and stuff. That was always fun. So of course the girls want to eat that stuff too.
Yeah.
And we thought about it. Said, I don't think we can do like girly eats because I don't think anyone's gonna go. Here's our salad. I don't think anyone's gonna go there. So Manly Eats worked out pretty well. We did it twice actually, and then the last one we did was called Asian Eats, and that was pretty interesting too because we did it for the first time. We did a collab. We did it with the Asia Society, which is a foundation to promote Asian culture. So we had booths from all countries around Asia. We had as far as Turkey, which is considered Asia, India, Indonesia, and things like that. It was a challenge to put that together, but it worked out pretty well. And yeah, we had ambassadors come over and stuff like that.
Awesome.
The first time we've done something that big.
How can people join if they want to?
For the tours or the bazaars?
For the tours, bazaars.
We pretty much live on social media right now. So I guess you have to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We also have an Instagram account, Pinoy Eats World. I have my own. Mine's Naked Chef.
What?
Sorry.
Louder.
Sorry,
Can you
Jamie
say it
Oliver.
louder?
Nekkid, Nekkid chef. But I'm just poking fun at things. Okay, so yeah, people follow us. I just put all our posts there, and that's how people show up. I do have a new online presence now. It's a website called Just Jonesing. JJ, haha. And it's pretty much all the things that I'm most passionate about, including food.
Okay.
Food, it kind of threads everything together. And I'm going to start posting stuff there as well.
Yeah.
Dates, videos, and things like that.
You've got awesome photos on your blog. I've had it checked out. Now, maybe a little shout out to who does those photos?
Oh, that's my boss, the wife.
Commander-in-Chief.
Chris, yeah, she's like me, kind of a mixed breed. We're mongrels. She's actually an architect and interior designer by profession, and then she decided to go into photography, wedding photography actually first, and then that kind of drove her nuts. So now she's doing a lot of food photography, portraits, details, things like that.
Awesome.
And how do you feel the food has evolved within the past years in the Philippines?
Oh gosh, from when I came back from school, I went to school in New York. So I totally disappeared from everything. So when I got back, that's a good starting point, because when I got back, I couldn't even buy herbs in the supermarket. But now, in fact, in the past 2 years, I think, it's nuts. It's really not just the restaurants, but suppliers and all these other things. And you can buy not everything, almost everything. Yeah, there are lots of things in the market now that I never thought I'd see, which is great. It's great for everybody. And the more we buy these things, the more we buy the local stuff, the more we buy it, the bigger they'll get, and the easier it will be to come by all the ingredients and whatnot.
Do you feel like our food, like our restaurants, are up to par with those abroad? You
know what? I think yes. I will say that with a resounding yes. We have such great talent here. It's just a matter of, it's small. It's still, taking its baby steps, but it's definitely moving forward. And I've actually spoken to foreign chefs who come here and visited, and they were pretty surprised at what's going on here. There's lots of cool things going on here.
Can you give a shout out to some chefs we should be on the lookout for?
Oh, you're saying that? There's so many.
Off the top of your head.
Oh, God. The guys I really admire now, they're all these open-minded guys. Like, I sound like his pimp. Bruce Ricketts he's my guy. He's such a nice guy, and he also is very cerebral, and he has really interesting food. So I won't say why lang. There's so many of them. Bruce.
That's Japanese fusion, isn't it?
Well, he just wants to cook. It's Japanese inflected, I guess. But there's so many things going on in his plates, and they all work. That's the thing. It seems strange when you see it sometimes, but it really works. There's, Alan Buhay in Wildflower, JP Anglo. These are guys I hang out with, by the way, because they're all also fun guys to hang out with. I like him Oidebaron in No Mama, because I think he's very abreast with what's going on now. He works a lot with those are the North guys. I kind of lump them there, like Ed Bugia, those guys. They're fun to eat in I've eaten in some of his restaurants, and they're pretty good too.
Okay, last two.
Last two.
Sorry, you gotta cut it.
Sorry, who else is Nico, our friend Nico.
I haven't tried.
Nico and Denny, yeah, they serve
good restaurant. I've had
very interesting food. Yep. Also pushing things forward. Don't kill me. Whoever I forgot, don't kill me, please. I'm thinking. God.
Wait, so let's organize. Which one are your top 3 restaurants in the Philippines?
Don't ask me that.
I know it's tough, but I want to try the restaurants.
I mean, our viewers want to try all the good restaurants as well, I'm sure.
Why are you doing that to me?
Top 5, does it help if it's top 5?
That's hard. I'm sorry. It's getting hot in here. No, okay. First of all, it's a really tough question, especially for me, because I mean, I might sound a little sappy here, but a part of one of the things I'm trying to do, it's not really, it's like a little mission of mine. It's really to help prop up the restaurant industry because I think it plays an integral part in. Sorry, it plays an integral part in our future. I think if we're gonna be a top tourist draw, I really think and I know in my heart of hearts that our restaurant scene has to be on top of its game. It has to be world class. It has to push itself, even if it's just a hot dog stand in the corner. But it has to be a really, really good one. It doesn't have to be anything fancy and all that. And that's what I try to. I don't know. I guess that's what I try to espouse when I talk to restaurateurs and chefs and all that. Guys, I don't mind the foreigners coming in because it's gonna happen, right? Foreigners are gonna come here and they're gonna open their restaurants. I said they're all welcome, but you guys, you have to kick ass. You have to raise your bars and you have to show them that it's still our turf,
Yep.
And there's so much stuff going on. There's so much good stuff going on here.
So you won't reveal which one are your top 5?
So let's just say I can't say my top 3. But
how about the ones you've tried recently that you enjoyed? Is that a safer question?
Tried recently. Okay. Okay. Bruce Ricketts gets a lot of hype. And everyone wants to eat in this restaurant. Everyone really they're knocking on his door already. It hasn't even opened yet.
The new one in Makati?
Yes, but he's opening one in BGC called Mecha Uma, which I've had the opportunity to talk to him and stuff. And, if you saw his last restaurant and compared to his new restaurant, he has all this gear ready and he has this big team in place. And I think he's going to do really interesting things there. So I would definitely say, and I've tried some things and it's amazing. I would definitely say that. I always talk about, I try to catch myself because I don't want to play favorites or anything, but I always talk about Sarsa also. For the simple reason that what I love about Sarsa is that they've taken Filipino food and they've taken a regional Filipino kind of food, which is from Bacolod, Ilonggo food. And they've made it really, really good. And it's nothing too fancy or anything. And the prices aren't too expensive, and you can take anyone you want there. If I had a foreigner friend, one of the first Filipino restaurants I would take them to is Sarsa.
Really?
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's not rocket science what they did, but it was just very thoughtful. And I think that's why it works. It works a lot.
Quick fact: the chef of Sarsa, JP Anglo, used to be my roommate in Sydney. Well, flatmate,
When you had hair, apparently.
Yes, so you can imagine how we used to eat in that
that's
apartment. We were very well fed.
Yes.
Lucky you.
All right, keep going.
What else? I really love coffee, so I think there are a lot of coffee.
Oh, I'm
coffee
so
guys.
happy for it.
And I'm so happy that finally someone's taking coffee
seriously.
A little more seriously.
Yes.
That's always good. So I'm shouting out to all the new coffee guys because
they're awesome.
They're all awesome,
Yeah.
and I'm glad that they're doing what they're most passionate about. And what I love about the coffee guys is, for the most part, all of them know each other and all of them are good friends and they all support each other, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
The coffee, even the cocktail scene, I think is moving forward,
Evolving.
which is pretty in the past year and a half, maybe 2 years.
Yeah, the kind of speakeasy bar kind of thing.
Yeah, well, the speakeasy thing, I like the speakeasy thing. It's kind of, we don't have to have everything speakeasy, but I do love that everyone's trying hard to use their creativity in making cocktails and things like that, and even craft beers. There are lots of guys making their own beers now. It's great. It really is, and it's very indicative of the food scene here in Manila because a lot of people, because traveling got a little cheaper, I guess. It's a little easier to go around the region at least. They try new things and they bring their ideas back and they challenge themselves and they say, maybe we can do this here, which is great, right? And that's exactly what we're doing. Yeah.
What about food fads? Because they are common in any culture, right? So which ones are in right now and which ones would you like, which ones you don't want to see anymore.
Food
Fads.
fads. Oh,
Yeah,
food
so,
fads.
so think about like, okay, I'm thinking pearl shakes. That was huge a few years ago. Then we had the
Now I think
cronuts.
of those juices, cold press
the cold press juices.
right?
Oh, right, right.
You know, I'm all for. I love cold juices, but it's so
okay.
expensive. I just
They
find them
are.
really
I
expensive.
agree. They are.
You know what? I have no problem with fads. I really don't. I just think our problem. I think it's a cultural problem. There's a thing here. We call it the lechon manok syndrome.
Okay.
You wouldn't know what that. You know what?
I know what lechon manok
Lechon,
is.
okay,
but-
because when lechon manok came out,
Okay.
this is the history of this. When it came out, it was so successful. The few ones that did it so well that all of a sudden, like 300 lechon manok stands
Like a roast
open.
chicken stand.
The roast chicken.
Okay.
It's roast chicken. So
Yeah.
so everyone followed suit. So exactly what happened with every other fad. My pearl milk shake stand, tea milk, whatever, open, and I did so well. So my 3 cousins and my best friend, they're all going to open their own. There's room for so many things. You don't have to replicate. Sure, there's enough room to replicate a few, but at some point you have to realize that maybe I better do something else.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's something that we have to kind of work on, I guess, to learn when there's just too much of that. Let's just do something else. Because there's so
Okay.
many other things.
Speaking about too much, there's quite a number of food bloggers these days.
Okay.
In fact,
okay.
and enjoying the coffee.
Enjoying the coffee and like sweating here, okay?
Now, and you have your food blog as well,
Yes.
and you do food reviews.
Yes.
How can you be an ethical food blogger? Like, I mean, obviously restaurants are going to offer you free meals.
Yes.
Is that okay? Can you actually write an honest review when someone gives you something for
I always
free?
get free meals. And I'll admit, I always get free meals. And I always, I'll maybe put an Instagram post or something, but I won't make a review out of it. I think all reviews should be, if you're gonna review a place, you should pay for it. You should pay for the food. I mean, it makes the most sense. If you're gonna do a feature, different thing. This is the new restaurant of Cat, and it's beautiful and blah blah blah. This is what the kind of food they serve, blah blah blah. And if that's all I'm gonna write about, that's fine. But if I'm gonna critique the food and whatever, you have to pay for it. And the thing is with the nature of blogging in general, as we all know, it's supposed to be free speech. So basically, you write anything you want. But again, you have to know where to draw the line. I think in the Philippines, one thing is, for me, is if you're of a certain stature already, you have to be responsible. Because you literally snap your fingers and then 3,000 people are not going to eat in this person's restaurant just
Yeah.
because you said, oh, the food sucks.
You influence so many
Yes,
people.
Yes. So you have to kind of watch what you're saying, know what you're saying, validate what you're saying. I
Right.
think that's the important thing. And once you do that, you should be fine.
Can you, off the top of your head again, how
Don't ask for
many
names.
food bloggers that you enjoy reading?
Okay, I'll be honest. Actually, I don't read many food
Okay.
blogs.
Okay.
But there are a lot of people I respect in the food industry, and I think these are the people that I really, really want to push things forward. Let's put it that way. I won't. Because it's true. I won't say that I read all these food blogs because I really don't. I don't even read mine. I just write it. But I'm very sincere, by the way.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I can't say I read a lot of them. But I know the ones who are really trying to do something interesting. Okay, I'll name a few. Like some people I really admire, like Alicia C, for example, of Town and Country. Alicia is also tasked to do Eat Out Now. It's a book by Summit Publishing, and it's great because I think Alicia's very subjective. I mean, she's very fair. I'm sorry, she's very fair. Fair is the word. I think when she writes about restaurants, and she won't shoot anyone down. She won't, she'll say, "Nah, I didn't really like it that much because of this, and which is great of her. She'll never say, nah, that place just really sucks. I just hate it. She'll always back it up with why and the whys for that. As far as writers are concerned. I also like, for example, because I hang out with her from time to time, Berna Puyat. Berna Puyat is the Undersecretary of the Department of Agriculture. And what she's doing, really, she's just doing her own thing. She's promoting our farmers, which I think is something that we should all really look into at this point. There's very deep conversations you can have about farming, about food safety and all that. But at the bottom line is, we're an agricultural country, and she's making sure that our farmers, and especially her cause, which are the ladies who work in the farms, that's her cause. That they get to produce things, and that it's spread out, and that people get to use it. So we just have to get that agricultural machinery to work, to get out of what it's kind of stagnant. It's been stagnant for a while, but now that people are very open, because food's such a hot thing, now they want all these new plants, they want all these new vegetables, these new whatever, and it's the farmer's job to propagate all that.
Nice.
So yeah, there's so many people doing good. I can name a lot, but you're pressuring me, so I don't want to say anything.
Kat told me that you do an amazing chicken adobo.
Yep. I've seen the photos. I've never tasted it. It looks so good.
Thank you.
I'm such a bad cook, so I would like you to tell me your recipe.
What?
Can you do that?
Well, actually, okay, here's the thing.
Grilling him, are you?
Really? These questions are hard. Okay. It's a basic adobo. You brown your chicken, and then you throw in some chopped garlic. You can throw in some shallots, some little shallots as well.
These are the little green ones? Or?
The little
the one, okay, that kind of shallot.
Yeah. And then for me, the thing to a good adobo is, it also depends on what kind of vinegar you use. So if you can find a nice vinegar.
What's a nice vinegar?
Usually the nice ones actually are the ones you get from the ladies in the markets, the ones who sell, this is vinegar from a friend of mine or my cousin or whatever. Those are the quality, not the commercial ones. The commercial ones are okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna use the commercial ones, right? But if you can find like coconut vinegar or flavored vinegars from all these, I will say they're artisans, which they are.
Yeah.
And you use it in your adobo, it'll make some bit of difference. You will taste it. And then just cook it slow. Yeah, that's it. I don't put soy sauce, by the way, because
really? Okay, that's unusual.
Yeah. Well, apparently, soy sauce, at least in chicken adobo, soy sauce was influenced by the Chinese. So yeah, I mean that's what we all grew up eating.
Yes,
right.
The soy sauce vinegar ratio with your adobo.
Yes. But again, if you go up and down the country, of course, everyone and their grandmother has their own way of cooking adobo. And up north in the Tarlac, Pampanga, and further, I think Ilocano, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but I know up north they don't use vinegar. A lot of them don't use. I'm sorry, they don't use soy sauce. They don't use soy sauce, so it's like a white adobo.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's nice. It's really nice. It has that acid you get from the vinegars as well, but actually, personally, I don't miss the soy sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. On that note, I think we're quite hungry.
Yes.
And I understand, I mean, this is a food episode, right? So we're not going to have just little mugs of coffee around. JJ has brought a whole bunch of food for us to try, and especially Mari, because...
Okay, Mari's going to be my guinea pig.
Yeah. On Pinoy food. So...
Okay, should we start?
Oh, yes.
Should we start?
Yes.
So this is basically stuff that from people I've gotten to know, some friends of mine. Some of them I just know because there are food purveyors for our food bazaars. So we use them for all sorts of, for our food bazaars. We call them in if the theme calls for a certain kind of cuisine or whatever. Then we work with them.
Is it all Filipino food?
For the most part, okay. Let's loosely term this Filipino thing. Yeah, more or less Filipino. So, for example, this is okay. I'm going to take out the most
all right. I've got to show as well. JJ brought little cutlery, and wow, this is September.
It's September. It's
And
September.
we're already in the Burr month.
We have to indoctrinate Mari in our culture. Mari, you know, September 1 is ready to start the Christmas season here.
It is. Yeah, the birth of Christ is a big deal here. It's a 3-month celebration.
That early.
No, it's a joke. It's a joke we crack, but
No,
it's not. It's true because we go to all the department stores, supermarkets, and whatnot. They're always doing
Christmas songs already.
yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
you go to the mall, there'll be Christmas songs. I promise. They'll be like,
So this is Filipino because it's grown here.
okay.
Okay.
This is kale, which I love. I love
Isn't
kale.
it grown here?
I
Kale is
love
great for you. You can
kale.
grow kale already here in the
I didn't know.
Philippines.
But you know, JJ, it's very hard to find kale. I only
Yes.
find in the weekend market in
Yes.
Salcedo or Legazpi.
Yes, that is the thing. That is why we have to keep on buying from these people, and then hopefully more people will pick up on, oh, you can grow kale here, and then you can try. I mean, then more people will be able to eat it.
Okay, so
This is
I
kale.
know, we know kale is green, but the kale
Yes.
here is quite
Yes.
sorry, I'll put it up
Yellow.
here. Ooh, there.
Yellow. This is
Yellow.
This is from a bunch of ladies. The name of their outfit is Take Root,
Uh-huh.
and they make kale chips with it's yeast substitute. Or was it?
Yeast
No,
substitute.
I'm sorry. No, it's not yeast. You said it a while ago. It's not okay. It's the vegan substitute for cheese,
Yeast. No.
right?
I think it's yeast.
It is yeast something.
Yeast
Sorry.
something. All right.
Okay, let's try.
My bad. I can't remember the name. It's top of my tongue, but it's delicious. And instead of eating Doritos, if you eat this stuff, it's way better for you. It's really good for you. It's just dehydrated. It's
It
not fried.
tastes like
so
it
good.
really tastes like cheese.
Yeah, it does.
So
It's
good.
delicious. And I think, but here's the problem with this. Honestly, I can scarf this down in like 5 minutes.
Well.
Because you're like, and
What
then
about-
it all falls down. And
What about the calories?
for this, it's not much at all. Yeah,
Well,
not much at all.
Mari hasn't had lunch, so
Yeah, I know. You can
That is so
Here, the
good.
bag is yours.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So the next thing I'd like to make you try is there's this. Can I have that bottle over there? Some bottle. Yes.
that one.
This stuff is it's not that commercial, but you can find it in some supermarkets. This is a cocoa jam
Okay.
called Coco Natura, and it's actually good for you in the sense that it has a low glycemic index, and it's just really yummy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cheat a bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna make Mari's gonna be my guinea pig really. I'm glad you haven't had lunch because it's, you know. I'm
I
gonna-
was actually waiting to eat here. You know?
Free meal.
I'm gonna put some cream cheese on this cracker here.
I've had cocoa jam, but never with cream cheese. So this is
Yeah, no, it's just
pretty
it's just
unusual.
well, it's just sweet and savory,
Ah, okay.
right?
Yep,
Can
yep.
Can I borrow the other knife? That's
Yeah.
okay. And then I'm gonna, yeah, there you go. So this is good. You know what I do with this is I put it on oatmeal, just to sweeten it up.
Oh,
a bit.
instead of sugar in your oatmeal.
Sure. Yeah.
Here,
Here, try
Mari.
that. There you go. I'm gonna make one
Thank
for
you. So the
Just a little
cocoa
one.
jam
Yeah, sure.
is made in the Philippines.
Yes, yes. We are a coconut growing company country
Yeah.
after all. So cocoa jam should be, you know, and there are different kinds. I mean, there are many kinds of cocoa jam. We all grew up eating
Yeah.
cocoa jam, but this is of pretty. Good
It's very
quality.
good, and I love the combination of the cream cheese with the cocoa
I
jam.
would never have thought of it. So.
So
I've
good.
actually never done it till now, so feel special.
Wow, we really are the guinea pigs.
I just thought about it.
raided your
I just
kitchen,
thought about it in the
didn't you?
supermarket. So try that. Right.
Okay.
Right. So the next thing I want you to try
So
is-
yummy.
this is chicharron. But this is not the end all and this is not the product I want you to try. Sarsa makes their own vinegars. And they're really, really, this is what I'm saying. If you find someone who can make, can you pass me the plastic cup?
Yep.
If you can find someone, who can make good quality vinegars, really, it's going to change your perspective on things.
So the vinegar is important.
Yes.
Just remember that.
Yes, definitely. I mean, there's nothing wrong with good old distilled white vinegar. But see, once you've tried all these other kinds, then you'll see why.
Are you a vinegar fan? Like, is there a lot of vinegar in Brazil?
No, we don't eat much
You
vinegar.
are South American, yes?
I'm from Brazil.
You're from Brazil. I
So-
don't think there's not much.
No. I find vinegar too bitter.
Bitter.
So,
Bitter.
yeah, normally I don't eat vinegar.
Okay. Well,
But
anyway, try this.
this is,
This is chicharron, but don't worry, that's the light stuff. There's no, it's air. It's all air. That one's all air.
is that pork skin?
Yes, it is fried pork skin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I
It's
mean,
okay, just a little.
Guys, I normally don't eat pork.
Oh, you don't eat pork at all?
No, but
Really?
I will try.
Thank
okay.
you. Thank you for putting your faith in me.
for the sake of Life
For
Spice,
this-
vinegar and pork,
There you
things she
go.
doesn't
There you
normally
go.
eat.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's good. Come on, tell me it's not good. It's good. No? Not your thing?
Not my thing.
You're so Brazilian. It's good,
I like
right?
it.
You like it, right? See? Okay.
Spicy, sour,
Okay.
yummy vinegar.
This is.
The vinegar is good actually, compared with the ones that you buy in the normal
Oh,
market.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very different. It's definitely more refined. This is ginamos. It's also from Sarsa. And ginamos is like, it's a Ilonggo, meaning from Bacolod, bagong.
Uh-huh.
Tried bagong?
Have you tried
Fermented
bagoong?
shrimp paste? No?
Shrimp paste.
Yes.
Yes.
You've tried shrimp
I've
paste.
tried.
Okay. So I'm just gonna, what I did was I got some jicama. Instead of,
Sincamas.
yes,
Yeah.
jicama, sorry, sincamas. Jicama for our foreign guests. Jicama for No,
I
no.
have no idea
I don't know.
actually.
So I'm gonna put some of this here, and you have to try it because it's a.
So this
You've
is the
never had
shrimp
bagong
paste.
ever?
No,
Really? Gosh, but you've had balut?
I've had balut. Was actually the first thing that I ate in the
Oh,
Philippines.
wow.
Really?
Okay,
I
well,
had
The first thing, the poor
yes.
thing.
Okay.
All the Filipinos here, you have to try something very good. It's
Okay.
an egg. When
Okay.
I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh. But it's
It's such a
actually
rite of
good.
passage for foreigners, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like
It is.
people
But you know
feel
what?
like
They should try things like bagong. I mean, bagong
True.
is just as ubiquitous around the country. And so what you do is, you get a little bit of you get one of this.
All right, one of
And
the.
if I were you, Mari, not too much for you because you might find it's a very strong flavor. So just put a little bit
Here's the
first.
little spoon.
Yeah,
Can
a
you-
little bit of that. Not too much. That's that's fairly a lot,
That's
but
pretty generous.
it's very Filipino. That's very.
Okay.
But go easy on it. But it's quite good. A little bit of that goes a long way. So I would back up with another piece just for you.
Okay.
Now,
If it's too strong.
what makes ginamos? Is that what you?
Is
different from bagoong.
Yeah, it's very flavorful. Actually, you can eat this for. Honestly, I can eat that with rice.
This is very good.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
You have,
It's
this is
very
really
different.
good.
This is
Very good.
JP's baby. I don't know what he
This
does
is
with
really
that.
good.
But
He didn't
it's
cook that for us.
Huh? I know, but he sells that in Sarsa as well. So if you want to buy from them,
Oh,
you
that's
can-
awesome.
It's a bit salty, but
Yeah.
very good.
And
It's
a
really-
little sweet too.
Yeah, it's always a little salt. That's what I like about it. It's the new. You can tell the nuances of the bagong.
Yeah.
And this one, I mean, this is not very Brazilian, I know, but if you get some hot rice, get some of that, and you can a fried egg on top, you're set. That's all you need to eat. It's really, really good.
That sounds really good.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked it. Very good.
Okay, now for desserts.
All right.
Okay.
My favorite part.
Favorite part. Okay. All right. One thing I'm gonna make you try is my friend Pam. She's a chocolatier, and she makes these chocolates called Risa chocolates. She has truffles and she has all kinds. But this is for me it's quite special because this is the cacao is from South Cotabato.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
60% cacao. It's very, very smooth. And I know ladies love their chocolate.
That's true.
Chocolate is my favorite.
Exactly. And you can bring some to your next trip or there. Try that.
Thank you. Here, Mari.
Try that. There you go. Smooth. Smooth. That's good. Seriously. I mean, not because she's my friend, but I really believe in the stuff that she does. Another person I believe in is my friend Susie. She makes, she has a restaurant called Spring by Hawan. And what she did was, it's basically her grandmother's recipes. It's an old school restaurant. Hawan is an old restaurant.
Is it Asian? Chinese?
Yes, it's Chinese. It's Hokkien, more Hokkien. Hokkien which is what most Fukian, which is what most Filipino Chinese are. But she spun it off and made it more modern.
Nice.
And now she makes all these mooncakes.
Oh, how cute!
In different flavors.
The packaging is so
the
cute.
packaging is amazing. So you can see what kind of mooncakes there are. There's choco peanut butter, guava with queso de bola, foie gras, and apricot. Would you like to try that?
Wow.
Foie gras. I think he would. Because
I love the chocolate.
Yeah,
it's good. Yeah.
good.
To go back to the chocolates, what other flavors does she offer?
It's because different beans have different nuances also. So she makes a lot of bars, and she makes truffles in combinations. Like she makes with beer, with cheese, with all sorts of stuff. It's very interesting. I would have this if I were you. That's foie gras and apricot. And I only gave you the foie gras because it's kind of cool actually. Foie gras and a mooncake. It's not something that you would normally.
No, I have never tried a mooncake before.
Really? Well, there you go. So mooncake is a mooncake festival.
Is it coming up soon?
It's coming up soon, yes, I believe, and it's very traditional. They play there's a game you play with dice. It's for the children. So you roll dice in a bowl, and then depending on the combination that you get with the dice, you get a corresponding little treat or something. And they give mooncakes. Mooncakes usually are this big, around this big. But these she made, they're small and they're different colors. And
what are mooncakes made of?
usually it's mung bean, I believe, like a sweet bean inside. Is it mung bean? Wait, I could be wrong.
Yes, I think so. I think you're right.
Bean, right.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a sweet bean inside, sweet bean paste. But in this case, she has chocolate, peanut butter, all sorts of stuff.
Where's her restaurant? What?
There's the Benavides Street in Legazpi Village.
Okay.
That's the one I go to the most. Okay, this is kakani. This is the final thing I'm gonna serve you, and it's made literally made by this lady who lives in Pasig, and she makes this thing called sapin-sapin. Okay, sapin-sapin is something. It's a rice flour dessert.
I was going to ask Mari, what do you think that is?
It's really
we can show our viewers. It's Okay, Mari, what is that?
Ube?
No. It's made of rice flour, and it's one of our heritage desserts. Here's the thing: sapin-sapin is one of those. For a while, it was one of those things that only like your grandmother would eat or your mom would eat or whatever. But now I think it's making a resurgence. More people are discovering it, which is great because I think it's something that as Filipinos we should be very proud of because it's.
How do I get?
It's also very. Sorry.
Or
you can use your spoon. Yeah. It's also very Southeast Asian dessert. I think most Southeast Asian countries have some sort of rice desserts.
Oh, it's like a sticky rice.
Yes. But the nice thing is, since it has this little, it has an interesting shape. You can get just one. You can use your fingers. That's okay.
Right.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, but you definitely should try it because this stuff sells out all the time. Every time we have it in our food bazaars.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's quite good. This is the best I've ever tried. I will go out on a limb and say, this is the best.
It looks super decadent,
because
actually.
It's not, but it's really addicting.
What does it taste like?
I can't believe that's rice.
Right? Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm a failed food historian. I don't know. I'm not even sure how it's done, but I know it's very labor intensive.
It's very yummy.
But it's quite yummy, right? And it's also...
You can taste the coconut.
This is
but it's not too sweet.
This is about
I like it because it's not too sweet.
It's not too sweet. You could actually, no wonder you can keep eating it.
Yeah.
This is as Filipino as it gets, really. And I love it. I'm so... It's something that I would love to be one of those who make the younger people, like younger generations, like people in their teens or children, to try these things. Because this is something that's out of their vocabulary, for sure.
Yeah.
Because it was out of mine until... I mean, I'd see it, of course, once in a while, and then you'd eat it. Yeah, it's tasty, but if people try these things, like I think they'll really like it because it's
I
hard
love
not
it.
to
It's
like.
very good.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you liked it.
Do you know how like his eyes just lit up when the food started coming?
Yeah.
No,
Like,
you know,
it was like a love story.
it's not me eating the food. Actually, what I love to do is I love to make people eat the food.
Yeah.
That's the thing for me, and that's the thing. Even as when I wear my cook's hat and I cook for people, the thing I love the most is really seeing people enjoy themselves. That's the thing, and I love telling stories about the food. So you'll get to like it even more.
I would love to have you cooking for us one day.
Certainly.
Yes, we need to try that
Certainly.
adobo. But JJ, this was a treat.
No,
thank you
you.
so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Is there anything you'd like to share with our viewers? Maybe to invite them to see your website, future events?
Okay, we are on Facebook. I'd like to invite to like our Facebook page. Pinoy, my company's Facebook page is Pinoy Eats World. We are on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram as well. My personal account on Instagram is Naked Chef, like I said, NEKID Chef. And I also have my website, which is justjonesing.com.ph. It also has a Facebook page and an Instagram account as well, and a Twitter account as well. Yeah.
Thank you so much, JJ.
Thank you so much for having me over. It's
Yeah.
such a treat feeding you ladies.
Oh, we wish you all the luck with all your
Thank you.
endeavors. I
Thank
mean,
you,
this
thank
is an exciting time for food.
Thanks.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't followed us yet on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, it's Slice Spice TV. And I hope you have a great weekend ahead. And we see you next week.
See you next week, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.